Hi Collective, welcome to the channel, Cosmic Divine Dreamer. Hi everyone. So it's going to be another Akashic record reading. My children told me they would be quiet. I've got the door open, so if you hear them, sorry for any distractions. Alright, so I did a beautiful Akashic tarot reading earlier of somebody that was very, very powerful, really getting into their psychic gifts, really getting into the Akashic realm, right? And bringing forth through a lot of ancient, I'm getting knowledge, right? This is somebody that's meant to teach very much, be a teacher or practicing using these gifts, whatever this is, but in some way it's going to be enlightening others, because a lot of the time we show people by stepping into our power, our strength, and pursuing our dreams, our passions, our desires. A lot of times, you know, we set the path, right? Like a lot of us, you know, YouTubers and content creators, when we want to create something, what do? We go find people that are in, you know, that trend, that niche, whatever you want to call it. And we start to look at others and we start to get inspired and ideas and things like that, and then go down our pathways. And so little do you know, just by you going after some things and pursuing some things, you could literally be setting the path for others. But I feel that some of you are very talented, very gifted, and you're going to be giving a lot of spiritual guidance. I really feel that this is going to be in alignment with the reading I did earlier, because sometimes I do things in series of threes, as it's one of the keys to the universe. So sometimes things feel incomplete, right? So I like to do multiple readings. So if you're catching this one, you should check out another one that'll be surrounding this. You often will see the same type of thumbnail or cover photo, right, as I normally will stay in the same outfit. So you'll see them. Because a lot of the things that I work with, right, to the style decks, to the colors that I'm working with within the readings themselves, can activate certain things within you, within your chakras. A lot of my readings are have encoding in them, which can unlock these things within you, right? Sometimes it's a series of things. Some of the cards that I use have sacred geometry and things like that. Sometimes it's pictures, it's visions, it's impressions, there's a lot of different ways I can go with this, right? So that's what I mean. Like, so for a lot of you, you could be getting things activated within you that you're not even aware that's going on. So it's very beautiful how Source says these things. And it's interesting because I had seen the card with the sun and the moon on it, and I felt to tell you, it's just like whenever we have these gateways and these portals, as I'm definitely a gatekeeper, I help anchor in the energies, and we just had a really significant portal on the 23rd of August as well. But a lot of these codings that come in, certain things have to happen for these energies to get integrated, and being out in moonlight, being out in sunlight can activate them, and also releasing trauma. So we've been in this series of 4 supermoons. We're about to have our 3rd supermoon, which is a rare blue moon, which is very significant, and I'm going to be doing lots of blue moon readings on that as well coming up. I mean, I don't even know the date. I've had so much going on. 26th, 25th, 27th now. Oh my goodness. So this, it's on August 30th. So we're within a week of this. It seems about right then. Yeah, because, you know, this heightened moon is really going to get you to be releasing a lot of energies that could be held within your auric field, within your physical body. A lot of these triggers and these things that have been coming out have been embedded within the chakras, and they come out and then they can get trapped into your body. And then, you know, you have to release them again, and it can take a process, right? So you could be noticing certain things being triggers for you. You know, things getting brought back from the past, you know, so this could be that time. It's in alignment with retrograde. Mercury's now in retrograde, so those things coming back from the past, you're going to be noticing a lot of triggers that are bringing up these traumas and these things, but they're really free to release them. It's kind of like, if you ever thought about something that makes you tear up, you know, and you want to feel emotions, but then you're like, no, I'm not going to cry that out, so you swallow it, then you feel a big lump in your throat and things like that. That's just one way of showing you how, when an emotion is starting to come up, but how you can get it trapped now in your physical body. So it's really important to feel your emotions at this time. A lot of this is going to be around relationships, love connections. As we are in retrospection, we are really evaluating relationships and situations very heavily, as we still have Venus in retrograde through September 5th. So there's going to be a big closing out of cycles and relationships, and also because of Lionsgate, it's kind of the cosmic realignment and reset. If you've been stuck in karmic cycles, patterns, and loops, you're really breaking free from those. I put the card back in here too. The ego one came out. For a lot of you, you could be realizing that a lot of things... Okay, I don't want to take this one the wrong way. But for a lot of you, you know, really when you open up spiritually is when you set your ego aside. You stop worrying about what other people think and feel. You literally, when you look in the mirror, most people look in the mirror to see how they feel, and they're immediately thinking how others are going to see them in that reflection. But it's more so when you get out of it, you realize that, you know, your perception of yourself is all that matters. So when you start living life for you and not for other people, and you set your ego aside, there leaves room for you to open up spiritually, really. And a lot of you could be realizing that. Some of you could literally be looking in the mirror and seeing things differently. You know, as you know, your physical appearance can very much change too. That's why people that often, like, when you feel better about yourself inside, you take care of yourself more physically on the outside too. So there's something about that. All right, so anyway, I don't want to get too hung up on that frequency. I'm feeling that somebody is very focused a lot heavily on their appearance and how others perceive them, right? So it's really coming through here. So somebody needs to take a look at that, right? So stop living life for other people. It's ultimately, you know, and that's why we get stuck in these patterns. And sometimes it's subconsciously we do that, because it's like, especially like if you were brought up into families, right, and you were programmed into going into the family business or going to college, and you know, like family came from a long line of doctors, so it's within you to be a doctor, a healer, or whatever, you know, like there's different things or whatever. So it's like you could feel as though like you're going to be letting down your family if you don't go pursue that, but maybe instead you want to be a singer, a songwriter, or something like that, you know. So, you know, you really trap yourself in a lot of your emotions and feelings when you're not being authentic, because you're really supposed to be living life for you. That's why I love Lionsgate so much. People really break free. They really feel that lion energy of taking charge or control of their life, living life for them. So it's a big time where, and 8 says I see that infinite abundance. A lot of times the universe works in your favor, brings in amazing opportunities. 808 as I say that, when you bring in and you go after things that you truly desire, right? And you're living life for you and not what other people think. So there's a lot of that. Lionsgate just officially closed out. We entered Virgo season on the 23rd. So I am going to be doing Virgo readings too, now that we're in this Virgo energy. So definitely, if you like my content style, you're interested in getting these videos as I drop them in real time, subscribe to the channel. Just click the subscribe button, the bell, you will get notifications as I drop the videos, right? You know, the more that you watch me too, the more I feel your energy, so you could be coming out more of my collective readings. And I'm going to be labeling all of my readings that I feel guided to do for my collective, my CDD readings. So when you see collective CDD, that is the collective divine dreamers, right? Because a lot of times I feel to do collective readings for you guys when I really feel that you need help pulling on my energy and things like that, and the current energies that's surrounding me. So for a lot, like, sometimes it's a lot of my energy, but you can definitely be guided in if you're going through significant or you're in some sort of energetic match to my energy, right? But always take whatever you feel is for you, and always trust your intuition, no matter whatever the reading may say, right? Because I can go off a couple different storylines. Okay, so I felt to give a lot of, I don't know why. Anyways, so as I was connecting with the energy that's currently coming through, we've got the Two of Forces, which is the willow tree here. I'm going to have to take a look within the Akashic force and see what is going on here. 5 of Scrolls, diversity, and the King of Forces. Very beautiful. So you could be having, this energy came out in the last reading. There's a strong energy that's going to be coming in, that's going to be helping you, and could definitely be bringing some new contracts here. I mean, she's got 5 scrolls on the table. Yep, we have the Architect come out in that last reading too. So I've got 2 cards that are tying into the last reading. You might want to take a look at it. And I told you, it's that very powerful one. Someone is realizing their psychic gifts and using them. So that was the last reading I did. Okay. And yeah, the Architect was in there. So you definitely have something within you, right? And now you're going to be designing and creating that. I just think that you needed to have a little bit of help in your creation. So this is what has something to do with the King of Forces and diversity here, okay? They're showing me reflection as well, right? So you could be looking back at what didn't work out. You know, Mercury retrograde really gets us to do that. We look back at past relationships and situations. It's not always romantic, right? Sometimes we look back at just people that we pursued things with, work connections or whatever. But you may find that you just need to change something, or maybe it's time to try again with the new, fresh perspective I'm getting for somebody. So with the One of Scrolls, it says that you are on track. I feel that you've already made up your mind. It's like for some of you, if you look, there's somebody that's standing here and he's getting ready to board a train. And he's actually already got 1 foot up on the stairs and he is about to board that train, but he is looking back. It's this energy like this new beginning has arrived and somebody is getting ready to board that train. It's like they've already made their decision and they know that they're boarding this train and that they are making a movement. But they're just looking back one more time, you know, with this reflection. It's like, you know, your mind is made up, but you're just kind of looking back at your old life or whatever this was, because you know that it's done. That it's time for, the time for movement is now. Now, setting courses, 3 of Scrolls came up in the last reading, and that's down below the First of Scrolls here. So this is where, like, you are setting your courses. Something that you set your courses on, it's like the train has arrived to bring you there. So for some of you, this is a card of travel and movement. You could be going on a physical movement, could be traveling, relocating. But this is a beautiful energy. You're definitely leaving something behind, but you're just giving it one last look, right? And you could be reflecting on it at this time. Now I want to see about the 2 of Forces and see what messages we have coming out here. So this indicates a time of calm, so enjoy the peaceful energy now. Ah, beautiful. You know, when I was talking about too, this needs to be a time where you need to just relax, replenish, to take a day or two. 1313 as I say that, and for some of you, kind of restore homeostasis within. Did I drop the card? I did. Because for you guys to align to this new frequency, this new pathway, it's like, say you were in a chaotic situation and this is what I'm feeling like has been going on. Somebody wanted to build and create something, but they couldn't because there was too much chaos and conflict. Well, it's like if all of a sudden that chaos and conflict is now gone and now it's a more favorable situation to build, right? Then okay, I think I got ahead of myself with what I was saying. So that chaotic situation, right, may have been removed, but kind of like you could still be in that chaotic energy and holding it within your body, kind of like I was saying, because energy is very much, I like to say, contagious. Like if you go around a dark energy or person that's carrying that, it's going to stick to you. Right? If you go around somebody that's very happy and uplifting, even if you're sad, you're going to be happy and uplifted for being around them. Right? And so there's this energy of it's like that chaos, right? Even if you weren't having a lot of chaos, if you were surrounding yourself with somebody that was, you were absorbing that into your etheric body and into you, right? And that might be why, like, a situation wasn't favorable, wasn't working for you, whatever. But now that this has been removed, I feel that you already feel better. But you really need to just kind of like feel that energy of relaxation, of harmony and peace, and restore homeostasis within. Because then by doing that is what's going to allow you to integrate. That's kind of why it's like, I feel this train is coming to get you, and it's something big too. It's like I'm getting the vision of like the boat and the big ship. It's like there's this really, really big ship that's out there that is for you to board, right? And it's taking you to a grand destination, or it's taking you somewhere completely new, right? But it's like that ship cannot come all the way to the shoreline and dock, right? You have to have another boat that's going to meet you at the shore, and it's going to bring you to this big boat. And it's also to make sure that none of that baggage or all of that drama isn't going to come with you, right? So this is where I feel like you're in that transitional period where you are, you know, you're relaxing, you're letting go of these things, and you're taking those steps, and you're kind of proving yourself too, because it's like you got to get in that little boat before you can go to the big boat. And you got to make sure that's your way of telling divine source, right, that, yep, I'm leaving all of this behind, because it's not like you're going to try to smuggle it on the ship or whatever, or the stuff's, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, I don't know, it's crazy I'm getting those references, but anyway, that's what I'm getting. So this is a really, really beautiful time. So that brought me back to that, where for some of you, like, you might not even realize it. You could just physically feel better, especially if you're around somebody that was constantly causing chaos and being very, very argumentative and fighting with you all the time. Just to have their energy away, you already feel as though, wow, I can relax and not have to physically argue with somebody and give them all of my time and energy and attention. Yeah, but you don't know what it was doing to like your physical body, your psyche, your mind, all of that. It takes a little bit for that to calm down. So it's a time of calmness. Enjoy the peace energy now. It also signifies a time of power, perfect for reinforcing your foundation in your work, in your family, in your spirit, and in the depths of your belief in your journey. You're like the willow. You have a peaceful strength drawn to the waters of your soul and extending it through all of eternity. Stand confidently in your truth. Take the action that supports the growth of all things wonderful in your life, and know that you are powerful. Right? So this is very beautiful. I've got the Divine Physician down here too. Oh my gosh. And I was talking about my last reading. Somebody is very, very powerful, has a lot of psychic gifts that they were unaware of that they had. And maybe for some, they weren't able to use these things. Somebody is definitely a healer. Picking up on the hand, shamanistic abilities as he is holding his hand. And you see the gold radiating from his hand. Now, and it was interesting as I was talking about doctors, right? And it's like it came from a line of doctors, whatever I had said in the beginning of the reading. And I don't often give that reference. I'm not saying you are, but there's different type of doctors. I know that I come from a long line of shamans and healers, right? And I didn't know anything about it until I started my studying and and my initiation and everything. And yeah, so like I would have never have thought that, right? So it's for somebody here. So now I need to read the Divine Physician. This card indicates that you are moving into a time of magnificent healing on many levels. There is a person who can be a great healer for you, as well as a teacher who shares healing gifts that you can pass on to others. And it could be talking about me too. This could be me giving these teachings to you to get you to realize that you have these gifts within. If you don't know this person yet, keep your eyes open, or he or she is coming. And this could literally be somebody coming into your physical environment as well. You may also find yourself being called to help others at this time. Remember, the word and thoughts, beliefs and feelings are key components in healing the self and in teaching others to heal. There are important tools in the Divine Physician's medical bag, so make sure they are part of yours too. Know that the light of healing shines around you and through you. Such as radiant joy can bring well-beings to all. Interesting, right? So it was down here, right below. So this could be somebody that you're traveling or meeting to as well, because it was under the First of Scrolls, under the Setting Your Courses, right? But it made itself apparent, right? So, very beautiful. Wow, I'm already at 20 minutes already. Okay. This is me just kind of freestyling, pulling out a few cards. But I told you there was a very significant The King of Forces talks about somebody showing up in your physical world. Let me read that one for you guys. I get a lot of channel messages when I pull out the, the Akashic, so I can't get into reading too many of the cards. Okay. So, oh, I went to the King of Keys. He's been coming out too. And I seen the Queen of, it was the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Roses. Did you see it was flipped over on the bottom too? Okay. Let's go to the King of Forces. Oh, I moved my post-it note. That was a problem. It's not even supposed to be there. Forces. So this card indicates the presence of a man who has a powerful and positive energy. He comes with good intentions. Gentleness and honesty resonates with him. If you don't know this man yet, the energy will be coming to you in life soon. He could bring support for a special project, a work issue, or just life in general. He may also be a possible love interest, so in order to be open to receiving a man of honor, make sure you engage in honoring and being tender towards yourself. Because see, for this type of energy to be able to come in, you have to be of high frequency. You have to be able to be at their level. Because if you're not, it's not going to be able to come in. So that's also why it's like chaotic energy cannot integrate with like high vibrational energy. And these chaos causers, if you've really paid attention, a lot of the chaos has been rising. A lot of people that are ran by dark forces and entities and devils and whatever you want to call them, they've really been stirring the pot, right? And they've really been creating a lot more chaos than normal because of the planetary alignments and because of Lionsgate and the strong portal energies and the cosmic alignments are at play here. And the chosen, the 144, are uniting, and the leaders are getting into positions that they are really coming together to try to stop these unions and these coming together at this time. So a lot of these people have been creating more chaos than normal. 2223, as I say that. Literally, it's like when I shut one chaos causer down, then the next one is coming at me. And I was talking to you like I've been turning my phone on and off. Like, I know I've been messing with them too, because it's like I get so angry because I know that like I'm like a spiritual assassin too. And that part of my mission was, you know, I signed up here to take on these because I said, you know what, I can turn these dark forces to love, watch me. And you know what, I have been able to flip many, but not all of them. A lot of the high ranking ones have been coming in, and I'm not gonna lie, it's been a lot on my mental whatever. And it's like, in that strong Leo energy in me does not like to give up, you know, but the sweet Cancer side or whatever. And that's why, like, a lot of these energies have met their match because they see this sweet Cancer loving girl, right? And take my niceness and my kindness, but little do they know the warrior side that's within, that literally I'm here to battle them, right? So a lot of them are realizing that, though. And yeah, I don't know why that just came out. It came out for somebody, though. Anyways, what I'm getting at is that literally I can see right through them. I can see dark forces, demon spirits within people, right? And I think that's a lot of it, too, because it's like I get so irritated because it's like I want to get them out of these people, right? But ultimately, you got to choose. I mean, literally, I've gone back and forth with getting dark forces out of people, and then it's so beautiful, and they're right back in, and there's only so much you can do. Definitely, if you're watching this reading and you feel that you're a spiritual healer teacher, that's what my platform is for, by the way. It's not for everybody. I'm not just a tarot card reader. No, I'm a spiritual teacher and healer, right? And if you come in alignment with my reading, it's because you are a gifted soul here to help with the upliftment of humanity, right? So if you believe you're one of these, I'm going to tell you right now that you better stop infusing with liquors and alcohol and things like that, because that just shuts your chakras down and you're not going to be able to battle these dark forces, and they're very much attacking the chosen, the healers. You know, it's just it's trying to really set you off course and things like that. I mean, and if you don't want to, then fine. 2444, as I say that, well, then you're not one of the chosen that are going to rise here, right? Now, it's not to say you're not serving your mission and your path just by being here or whatever. There's different levels to it. But like I said, that there's a lot of sacrifices. Oh, and I feel to say that recently, like, I know that for a lot of you, like, I was talking a lot about, you know, you got to get the toxins out of your body. Like, you heard me for a while saying things like you got to stop eating prepackaged foods and all the chemicals and the dyes and all of that messes with you, which it does. So, you know, fresh fruits and vegetables, right? As I was getting crazy, like when I went through my initiation, literally, like I went like on a binge where I was just eating like fruits and vegetables and nothing else. And it was crazy. How epic it was, right? And this lifestyle I've been in for the last 9 months, crazy. I haven't been able to do that, but yeah, like I started to notice that my levels were getting off crazy because I don't really like eating meats and stuff, and I was really not getting the nutrients that I needed, whatever. So I went back to eating some of the meats and things like that because I don't like to, but because I knew that it was affecting my levels. And recently in the collective, I've been hearing, you know, somebody had given me that advice, that, yeah, you do have to be careful because if you deplete yourself of too many nutrients and things like that, because really when you cut all of that stuff out, like you have to be careful about your iron levels and just different things and making sure. And so what I was going to say is like I've been thinking a lot about like the foods and things like that, because for a lot of you it's like you get in preparation for these leadership positions and these healing positions, and like I've been giving a lot of readings, like a lot of readers feel as though they won't eat and they'll do the readings and they feel a lot better by not eating for long periods of time, and they feel as though they can get the fresh readings and things like that out to not have the interference, right, from the chemicals in the foods. But if your body is already like depleted of certain things, it's kind of counterproductive. So, you know, you really got to work with that. Like, it's better to not just be like, I'm not going to eat anything, I want to have an empty stomach or whatever, because then your body's constantly focusing on your hunger. I see so many beautiful readers, they're so hungry, and I see them losing their channeling. So just grab some fruit, things like that, you know, a couple pieces of fruit or whatever, those things are actually going to help you more, especially when purple's like, I love to eat the purple grapes, right? As purple helps a lot with the crown chakra. Be looking at your fruits and while you're eating them too, because that helps stimulates the chakras, right? All right, so that was for somebody, or for multiple of you, whatever. Just different things pop in as channeled messages for me to give you. Yeah, I need to put the cards away. I'm at 30 minutes. Wow, I don't even know everything I said in this reading, but some of the cards, you know, are in alignment with the last reading if you want more. But like I said, I do things in threes, so I will be doing another reading of the Akashic realm and try to find a little bit more about some gifts. But any of the things that I talk about, whether they relate to me or not, for me to bring them up a lot of times, then it's significant for you. But like I say, maybe it was just a part of it. If you don't feel that that's in alignment with something that I said, then it can be for another one of our soul family members, right? You'll know if it is. But maybe it's confirmation for you, as you know, the chosen have the hardest life paths. We choose to be born into the darkest families, right? Because we're strong enough to be able to not give up. The life that you have, others wouldn't have made it. Right? And we've been getting like prepared our entire lives for these leadership positions and to get into these roles. So know that, don't give up now, right? And you know, the reason why you've had such a hard pathway, and you know, all these dark energies in people, and you know, because the demons seek you out, right? Because, you know, yeah, devil's very much aware of who the chosen are, where they're at, where they are. Oh, my candle went out. Of where they are, you know, and it's been doing nothing but trying to stop you from stepping into your power. So, yeah, learned, you know, that all of that, you know, was to get you to where you're at. So this is definitely a time to step into your power and now embrace your gifts. You know, we're uniting, we're coming together, and that's, you know, what I'm here doing, helping, You know, I'm also a way shower, so I'm supposed to be showing you guys, teaching a lot of you light workers, earth angels, star seeds, 144, whatever you may define yourself as, to step into your pathways, to get the knowledge, the skills, the abilities to start pursuing your dreams, your passions, right? And this is such a beautiful time because every year after Lionsgate, I see massive awakenings collectively. Since I feel energy, I feel the shifts and the upgrades. It's so beautiful. Anyways, love and light to all of you. Definitely subscribe if you have not, and check out more readings. Love you guys. Bye.